Hey, welcome to today's episode for Organic Msosi, where we make delicious, nutritious food that is good for your body and good for your soul. Last week made some nice matoke. I hope you tried it out. We call it matoke, cooked bananas, and we realized that you can make them without getting your hands all messy and stuff. So today we're going to make mashed potatoes. They are very easy to make. It's a very exotic meal that you can enjoy with a stew of your choice and some, side salad or guacamole or some rib sticks. I mean, you can just go ham with mashed potatoes, and they are so easy to make. So what you need is potatoes, some salt for seasoning. We need butter, which is optional, and we also need water. So we'll peel the potatoes and put them in a sufre. I had already done that, or a saucepan where you're going to boil them from. Then we're going to put add a little salt so that they can boil together. Remember, salt is recommended to be consumed cooked so that you don't get diseases such as goiter. And then now we're going to add the water so that we can boil our potatoes. So we'll place them in the heat, and then we bring our potatoes to boil. So you'll know that the potatoes are boiled when they are tender. Use a wooden spoon to see whether the potatoes are boiled. So our potatoes are cooked. Just make sure they're not so the water is drained and they are cooked. So we're just going to transfer them into this bowl so that we can mash them. And you need to do that when they are still hot, because if they get cold, then you cannot mash them well. So we've transferred them. And then at this point, you can add a little butter just to make them a bit creamy and delicious. Just a little butter. And then we're going to use this to mash our potatoes. Now you have to really press them so that they can mash properly. You pound them really hard so that they can. So if it's too hard, you can add some of the water which we drained from the potatoes, so that to soften it a bit and make your mashing easy. So you can switch between the handheld mash and this one, the wooden spoon, for turning it so that you get it mixing evenly. So we'll add just a little more water. Again, you don't want it to be too mushy. It won't be pleasant. Texture, we are taking care of the texture and the appearance of our mashed potatoes. So once it's even, you can now do it, the final pounding. So like, potatoes really have to go through a lot to get you that mashed, nice, delicious food that you want. So you have to pound it consistently. Remember, they had to go through boiling, and after that you come here and you're pounding on them heavily until they are smooth and creamy. And the creaminess is from the butter which we added, but this is optional. They are still as delicious without the butter. It's just that gives it a very nice twist in taste. So there we have our mashed potatoes, and we can serve them. Just rid of this. Use our plate. So here we have the potatoes. You can just scoop. If you have a nice bowl, you can just put it in the bowl first, and then just spread it and then turn it on your plate. It helps in shaping, but you can also do this using a spoon, a wooden spoon. If you have those bowls for shaping, you can use that, and you can have this. You can enjoy this with a stew of your choice, some gravy. I mean, anything that's really, mashed potatoes goes well with so many things, and you know that they're filling, they're healthy, and of course they're organic. So again, we're going to garnish this with the parsley. You can use celery, you can use coriander, and we have our mashed potatoes. So let me just taste this for you, and so that you can see whether they came out just right. Very delicious. You should get to try this. Just make sure you do the pounding real hard, and you'll have very nice mashed potatoes. Till next time, thank you. From this episode, I'm sure now most of us can make nice mashed potatoes and get to enjoy this very, very delicious yet simple dish to make. But as you noticed when we were making it, I really had to keep pounding, because if you don't pound it, then it won't be as smooth and creamy. And that's it even with life. Sometimes life has very hard poundings. You're hit on all sides and things are tough and you're feeling like giving up, honestly, because the pounding is too much. But sometimes these hard experiences we go through are to refine us, to make us better. Just like we mashed these potatoes and they came out really creamy and smooth and delicious, so is life's pounding sometimes. So take those blows, take them hard, take them with your head held high. Remember, you'll come out stronger, better, a greater version of yourself. Till next time, bye.
We commit ourselves to promoting equitable and affordable access to sustainable basic physical and social infrastructure for all, without discrimination, including affordable, safe healthcare and family planning, education, culture and information and communication technologies. We further commit ourselves to ensuring that these services are responsive to the rights and the needs of women, children and youth and older persons and persons with disabilities, migrants, indigenous people and local communities as appropriate, and to those of others in vulnerable situations. In this regard, we encourage the elimination of legal and institutional, social, economic, and physical barriers. New Urban Agenda 7 Urban Basic Services UBS Article 34 United Nations Human Settlements Program.